Hello and welcome to part 188 of the Game Engine Coding a Live Stream. Coding a Game Engine Live Stream, no Game Engine or Coding. Coding a Game Engine Live Stream, and this is Music and Sound Items part 1. And let's open it up. I'm not 100% sure what I meant when I commented that. Music and Sound Items. It's possible that we just don't have music and sound class. We don't. What we do have an asset manager, but that asset manager is for SFML stuff when it comes to do with sound. So that must be what I simply mean. So yeah, I'm sure that's what I meant. So we've got to create the classes for that. So let me resize that a bit. Go to Documents, GitHub, code again, include engine. I mean, where would this go? Would this be a core file? It's not. It would be a graphic. No. External. No. Input. No. Managers. No. I guess let's create a whole nother one. Let's call this audio, because there might be more complex stuff that we do with the audio on top of this as well, to be fair. So what we'll do in graphics, we'll copy let's copy button. Doesn't matter what we copy, to be fair. I'm making it simpler there. Let's copy circle, and we go to audio, rename that to music, and we're gonna have another one in source engine audio, and again we'll go to graphic shape, copy that and rename that music, add it to our project. By adding it to the project, it'll automatically bump it down into the source files. Doing the same for this as well. Okay, so now let's open things up. So we're gonna say music, and let's just post it on the Discord. So what we'll say is hold this. I'm posting on Facebook and Twitter as well. Okay, so let's get back to doing this. So what we need to do, first of all, get rid of the texture class. I'm going to call this music. And let me open up GitHub SFML, see what some of the SFML code is saying. Okay, so go to include and source audio. I mean, there's a whole bunch of stuff, but I'm just going to keep it simple. I have sound and music for now. If we go to music, don't need to know anything else. Actually, I'm going to go back to include, and we now want to open up the sound one now. So with the similarity play, open from file, blah de blah de blah. Okay, so what we'll say is music. I mean, I don't think I'll need a game data ref, to be fair. What I'm gonna need here, and I've just seen that this is a bit outdated, to be fair. Forgot to circle us. Get rid of that. And it's gonna be radius. Oh, the circle. Okay, we'll close that down. And what I want is the option to pass in a string for the file path. So file path. Oh, so in PCH we need to put hash include audio / music, and that should hash include audio music. There we go. Fix that issue. No, that's that fixed. Music. File path of the music file with music file path. Okay, we'll have one called load file if we want to load it ourselves, and we'll have this as a const reference. Load the music's file path. Get rid of most of these, to be fair. But we will have a get file path. And get the file path. Dorothy Hamilton Vazvtek, whatever that means. Get the file path of the currently loaded music file. Output returns the music file path. Okie dokie, so that's looking pretty good. I'm happy with that so far. And we're actually going to get rid of all this. So we can get rid of these and this one. So what we'll just turn this one into the backend SFML music object. It's going to be called music and underscore music. So quick to create. I want to create implementation for all of it. There we go. So we'll say underscore music dot open from file. And we just need to do basically the same thing for over here. And then over here we'll say return underscore music dot no, we can't do any of that. So we'll actually have to keep track of the file path. So std string file path and we'll just say file path the music file by default it equals empty string, and if it's this then we're basically going to say underscore file path. We'll try this, so try actually we'll say if, do an if statement instead. Say if underscore file path equals file path. Else underscore file path equals and this will just return the file path now. He said, Demiriel says, good luck, thank you very much. So, I'm just going to return the file path. Okay, so that's that done. We want a play button as well. So what we're going to have is play. While I do multi-line comments, going to be a lot of stuff that we're going to want him to be doing. Play, pause, stop, restart. Can we do a rewind, forward, set amount in seconds. Again, it may not be possible, we may not even do it, but it's there in case we can do it, and therefore we shall do it. Set volume, get volume, get plain status, plain, paused, stopped. So if I was to do underscore music dot see all this, you can set attenuation, set loop, set attenuation. Actually, if I just channel count, sample rate, the we got method for get status, pitch, it's interesting, set position, all these, even this one to be fair, can all be within a higher class, you know, because we got music, we got sounds, what we'll have is audio file with something called audio class. It's going to be like drawable, and in there we'll literally have all these, and we'll have all these as well. Anyone ask you what language you use? In this, I'm using C++. let's get started on the next file. So in audio, I'm gonna have another one, and I will copy this one this time from Drawable. Should name it. I could call it audio. I like Drawable. That was nice for graphics. For this, I'll call this audio item. Or it's a drawable, audible. You always rename stuff after audio item. Okay, let's open them up. Hello, may I ask a question? Do I need to master data structures and algorithms to become a good game programmer? Doesn't hurt, but I wouldn't. Algorithms, yeah. Data structures, I mean, yes and no. It's not as crucial. The main thing is, I mean, you could learn those things and you still might not be a good game programmer. I know people that do a certain job. They're not amazing at it, but they just have persistence and they just get the job done. You've got to have problem solving skills. You've got to have the ability to Google and be like, okay, let me try and figure it out. Put your content out there. So those are more important. Engine needs jiggle physics, or I'm out. You might get jiggle physics. I'll be back. Okay, so I'm gonna do a bit more, probably another 10 or so minutes, and then I'll wrap up. So. Music CPP. I'll move these methods over, but realistically, will I even do anything? Let me think. What will I even do? Because if I open up a drawable CPP, really, it's just setting local stuff. It's not a bad thing to be setting, to be fair. Okay, so yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll move it over. I won't actually do any loading per se here. And I'm also going to move over file path. Into private. So that will still get, do its thing over here. And this needs to be changed to audio item. Audio item. Underscore file path equals file path, and that's fine. Okay, so that's essentially what the loading is doing right now. And now let's create method for playing it. We'll say void play we're gonna say it's gotta change it to play really. So all we're gonna say is play the audio item, devoid pause, pause the audio item, void stop the audio item. Let me implement those three, and then I'll do a void restart as well. Restart audio item. I'm gonna put a enum here, so enum audio status and I'm gonna say plain equals 0, paused equals 1, and stopped. Don't even need to do this, you automatically increment it, to be fair. So there we go. And I'm just going to say audio status. Can I select multiple and do the implementation? Nope. I have to do them individually. That's a sound stream, which has all these methods, but they also inherit from a sound source, which has status mean, sound stream would get the job done. I wouldn't need anything beyond that. Okay, so I've got an idea. Let's go to drawable.hpp. And we'll create an object, but it won't be drawable. I'll copy this. It'll be sound stream, I believe. So if I go back to here, sound stream, object to be listen to, I guess, object sound stream. Okay, so now all we'll say, I guess, is put underscore object. Nope. That should be in an audio item at the bottom. Underscore object dot play. The idea is this should hopefully just handle everything else. We may not even need audio status, to be fair. Okay, I want to go back to check out the audio status thing. What order was it in? It was stopped, paused, playing. I'll put it in the same order. Stopped, paused, playing. Stopped, paused, playing. Stopped, paused, playing. Stopped, paused. Abdi says hello. Hello Abdi, how are you? Stopped, paused, playing. And I'm going to say underscore object dot pause underscore object dot stop underscore object dot. There is no restart, but I believe we can just force that by doing stop and then starting it again. So underscore object dot restart, no, dot start, no, dot play. There we go. That fixes that. I will take a picture of this. I may need this for later. Const audio status get status const and get the status of the audio item. Return underscore object dot get status Okay, so that's that one done. I don't even need that anymore. So they did have an offset function, and I'm wondering, would that offset basically do the same? What kind of game engine are you building? Is it 3D or 2D or both? It's 2D initially, might adapt it to 3D, but it's 2D initially. That's the goal. Okay, so for the rewinding, I'm trying to think what I'm gonna do with the rewinding aspect of it. Rewind. You know what? I'll continue with this tomorrow. I'm going to give it a build. Probably get an error, but I'm going to commit it. I'm going to wrap up because I've got a few things to do. Have some food, and yeah. I will do another live stream tomorrow. That's fine. That all will get resolved. So if I open up GitHub and SGA, started music item and audio item. Let me fix that just for the commit. Platforms, Windows, SFML template, debug, the big file right here. Boom, done. And let me commit again, commit to master, and I'll push origin in a second. How long have you been working on this project? Whew. The first live stream was, actually let me push origin and then we'll have a look. The first ever live stream for this was a little while ago, to be fair. YouTube. Let's just go on the playlist. That would be a lot easier. Unless some might have been missed out in there to put in there. Well, that's fine. I can always fix it up after. The first one was... First one was on Mac and the audio was so bad, but I switched out because it was running a bit laggy. And I was doing it on my... Was I? I think I was doing it on my... Was I doing it on my MacBook at the time? Maybe. But yeah, it's been just over a year. So yeah, it's just been over a year. I'd been working on it a bit before then, but it was on and off. It was heavily on and off. And by the second one, I had switched to Windows for it. Got there so far.